Sister Mesmin had been much admired and revered for her elegance, versatility and kindness. We have lost our dear sister due to COVID-19. She was an active, healthy person with a warm personality and a commendable scholarship and a razor-sharp mind till the very last. Now, you are watching Holy Cross College, Nagercoil, the first women's college in Kanyakumari district, where Sister had served for more than 30 years and left an indelible footprint. This is the view of library where our dear sister had served in imparting knowledge and maintained reverence for books that help thousands of students and faculty members. Every nook and corner of the campus, ranging from college chapel to garden, CHF and college community would remember her hard work and artistic touch. Dear sister, the musical instrument in the choir was your initiative that enhances our participation in the Holy Eucharist more meaningfully. Thank you, dear sister, for all that you had been to me, so gentle, loving and encouraging. During my special moments and success, you had been the first person to cheer me up. That has motivated me to value hard work, enjoy success, and be grateful to God. You always had a habit of ending any event with a hip hooray that extended the joy in all of us. Dear sister, during the last 10 years, your presence and service at CHF had been so encouraging and uplifting. I had experienced the community as a place to savor inner silence and experience inner joy. Dear sister, thank you for uplifting our soul by your spiritual reading hours. It has elevated my soul, made me believe in transcendence, and look for positivity in every person and event. Dear sister, I will always treasure the moments that I spent with you in my life. Sister, we can feel and experience your good vibes in the whole campus, even in your absence. Thank you, sister, and we miss you.
Dear sisters, my family members and I were shocked and deeply saddened by the information that our dear Sister Mesmin is no more. Sister Mesmin's untimely demise is an irreparable loss not only for the congregation but also for people like me who have been enjoying her love and friendship. Sister Mesmin was a very lovable person, always with a beautiful smile. She was a person of principles and values who left her footprints in Holy Cross. Sister touched many hearts with her endearing speech and graceful ways. She was a gift to the people in her life. Sister Mesmin held many important posts in our college, convent and congregation, and in every field she left her footprints. Sister Mesmin was very loving, caring, endearing, inspiring, encouraging, helping, enthusiastic, artistic. I can go on and on. Her inspiration, appreciation and encouragements helped me a lot to become the person I was at college. Being the librarian of our college, I should say that she was like a walking encyclopedia. The wonderful library week celebrations stand as testimony for her amazing organizing ability. She was awesome. Sister Mesmin and I had a greater bonding because Sister's niece Yamini and my daughter Priya are of the same age and they look alike. We used to talk about them at times. My dear sisters, I have no apt words to express my grief at the loss of our dear sister Mesmin. I miss her. I cannot think that she is no more. But we have to accept the will of God. Sister Mesmin is not gone. She lives, resting in peace with the Lord in His tender care and love. Fond memories of Sister Mesmin will remain in our hearts forever. Thank you.
Dear sisters and friends, I wish to share a few mind-blowing thoughts about our dear sister Mesmin. In 1983, when I entered the campus of Holy Cross College, Nagercoil, Sister Mesmin was the librarian. In 1984, as a secretary, Sister gave me a positive and encouraging feedback which helps me to be what I am today. I visited library in the early years of my teaching profession not because of the interest in reading but because of the magnetic power of Sister Mesmin. That is, her leadership skills, the standard and the style of her communication, creative and artistic skills, the way of balancing physical, psychological, emotional and spiritual concerns, etc., etc. Her ability in maintaining the library a place of knowledge development was really appreciated by everyone. This is the feeling of my husband and my children too. She was the one who created interest in reading in my children. Sister was a loving, caring and sharing person. She was a good counselor and a lover of nature. Her expression of hospitality in the library, in the convent, in the office of the controller of examinations and in the CHF is heart-touching. The trust and confidence she had in me was overwhelming. She touched the hearts of both the staff and students in many ways. What she learned, she wished that others must also learn. She taught French, yoga, and communicative English to the needy and to those who are interested. I cannot forget the pleasant evening. That is, we, the teachers, 7 of us who retired in 2018, got an opportunity to spend with the sisters in CHF, especially with Sister Mesmin and Sister Felicia. We had a good time with them. She was a good listener and helped people overcome difficult times. We, our family members, had a nice time with the sister just before the pandemic. She blessed all of us, especially our grandchildren. Thank you, dear sister, for all what you have been to us. Thank you, sister. Lots and lots to share. Dear sister, we miss you, we miss you, we miss you.
சிலுவை சபை கன்னியர் மடத் தலைவிக்கும் உள்ளுறைந்து உடன் வாழும் ஏனைய அருட்சகோதரியருக்கும் தங்களுடன் வாழ்ந்து மறைந்த அருட்சகோதரி மெஸ்மின் அவர்களின் இழப்பால் வருந்திக் கொண்டிருக்கும் வேதனையான இச்சூழலில் எங்கள் குடும்பத்தின் சார்பில் ஆழ்ந்த இரங்கலை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். கவலையின் சுவடு அழியாத துயரத்துடனும் மீளவியலா துக்கத்துடனும் ஊற்றெடுக்கும் கண்ணீருடனும் நீங்கா நினைவுகளுடனும் நிறைந்த நன்றியுடனும் உள்ளத்தில் குடிகொண்ட அவர்களை குறித்த எண்ணங்களை உங்களோடு பகிர்ந்து கொள்கின்றேன். கண்டோர் வியக்கும் ஆளுமை, கருணையால் ஈர்க்கும் தாய்மை, கேட்டோரை பிணிக்கும் மொழி நடை, கேளாரையும் வரவழைக்கும் செயல் புதுமை, கலங்கித் திகைப்போரின் கலங்கரை விளக்கு, மயங்கித் தடுமாறுவோரை நிலைநிறுத்தும் நங்கூரம், எவ்வயதினரையும் ஏற்கும் புரிந்துணர்வு, எப்போதும் நிறைந்திருக்கும் கடமை உணர்வு. நெடுங்காலம் பிரெஞ்சு துறையின் சிகரம் தேடிய பெருக்கம் கண்டது நூலகக் களஞ்சியம். தமிழகத்தில் என்ன, தரணியிலேயே நூலக வார விழாவை புவியோர் பாராட்ட நடத்தியது தங்கள் காலத்தில்தான். பொறுப்பேற்றதை முடிக்காமல் தூங்கியதில்லை, பொறுப்புக்குரியோரை இயக்கத் தயங்கவில்லை. வள்ளலாய் பல்லோருக்கும் வழங்கியது ஊக்கமே, வெறுமை களைந்து பலரடைந்தது ஆக்கமே. இன்னோரெனப் பாராது செய்யும் நடுவுநிலைமை, எந்நாளும் மாறாதது உங்கள் நேரான பாதை. கலைநயம் வெளிப்பட்டது அழகியல் கோட்பாட்டில், மலை போலும் உயர்ந்தீர் உளவியல் கோட்பாட்டில். செய்நன்றி மறவாச் செம்மல் நீர், உள்ளன்பு ததும்பும் பொற்கலம் நீர். தவறுகளை கண்டிப்பதில் கையாளும் நாகரிகம், அது தன் தவறெனில் சொல்லும் வருத்தத்திலும் முன்வரும். பளிச்சிடும் உமது இருப்பிடத் தூய்மை, அது பிரதிபலிக்கும் உமது உள்ளத்து வாய்மை. இன்ப நிகழ்வுகளில் அன்பு அழைப்பினை ஏற்பதும், துன்ப நிகழ்வுகளில் முன்வந்து உதவுவதும் தன்மை. சுற்றுலாக்களை மனமுவந்து நடத்தும் மகிழ்ச்சி, அது கருத்தால் பிரிந்தோரையும் இணைக்கும் முயற்சி. இவ்வாறு பல விழுமியங்களை தாங்கி வற்றாமல் ஓடிய நட்பு நதி ஒன்று முற்றாக பரமனில் கலந்தது இன்று. எதிர்பாராததை எதிர்பார்ப்பதே வாழ்க்கை என்பது பிறப்பு இறப்புகளுக்கு இடையிலான நிகழ்ச்சி தொகுப்பு. வேர் பிடித்து உலகலாம் கிளை விரித்த சிலுவை சபை எனும் மரத்துக்கு தார்மீக கடமையாற்றிய விழுதுகளுள் ஒருவர் நீர். நீங்கள் விட்டு சென்றவை பல, அவை நினைவுகளாய் வாழும். அவற்றின் ஆயுள் முடிவதில்லை. எனவே அன்பார்ந்த அருட்சகோதரியரே, நீங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் மாணவர்கள். எக்காலத்தும் உங்களை தற்காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். பிரியமான உங்கள் அனைவருக்காகவும் இறைவனிடம் வேண்டுகின்றேன். வருத்தத்துடன் நான் ஜெலிட்.
Good morning everyone. I am Dr. Antin Mary, Head of the Department of Mathematics, Holy Cross College, Nagercoil. I am sharing some of my personal experiences with my loving sister Mesmin. I met Reverend Sister Mesmin first as a PUC student in 1978. She was my excellent French teacher. I was struck by her elegant personality, fair with curly hair and cherry red lips. She'll be waiting for us as we ran from our main classes. On the first day, she wrote a prayer in French on the blackboard and asked us to repeat it after her. After the prayer, we said in chorus, "Good morning, sister." She said, "No, you have to wish me also in French." So it was bonjour or bon après-midi or bonsoir. So again, we started all over again and ended with bonjour, sister. She said, "Bonjour, sir." You know, SOEUR is the spelling for sister in French. It is pronounced as sir. In PUC, we were nearly 20 students. All of us burst out laughing. This continued for quite a long time. The prayer was said seriously. When it came to bonjour, sir, we could not control our laughter. She used to stand there patiently waiting day after day until we stopped it on our own. Indeed, a very patient teacher. Next came my first and second BSc French classes. We were only 8 or 9 in number. Our French classroom was the small staircase room with a grill door. We used to sit round the mosaic table with sister always standing at one end. She will teach a lesson and explain the rules to do the grammar exercises at the end. After about 10 minutes, she will come round to correct. Getting all the answers right was a very rare thing, but she never passed a negative comment. Being a teacher now, I know how difficult it is to practice restraint like that. A PG mathematics book called Advanced Calculus in our college library bears witness to her sympathy and empathy even today. During my second PG program, I had a fight with my brother and he tore my library book. I was terrified. It was a brand new book and sister was always particular that each book has to be covered with a paper cover before taken out of the library door. I know how she treasured each book. So the next day, I reached the college as early as 7 a.m. and waited for her. She looked at my tearful face, then at the torn book, and she asked what happened. When I explained, she just said, "I'll give the book for binding. You just pay the binding charge." Even today, I wonder at her calm, unperturbed nature of handling the situation. I was appointed as a teaching faculty in 1985. Sister Mesmin was the college secretary then. In 1988, I got married. She, along with a few other sisters, Sister Cecil, Sister Felicia, Sister Basil, came to my house and blessed me. In 1989, she visited me in hospital while I was taking treatment expecting my first child. Such concern she had for me. As the controller of examinations, I realized how much faith and confidence she had in me. She used to give me the question paper file to put corrections. She laughed and she explained that mathematics is the only subject where she was unable to execute corrections. I can still hear her laughter, and I have often seen her laughing loudly with her English department friends. I have also some sweet memories of my visiting her house, which bore the name Nazareth, where she lived with her mother for a few years. The hall had natural indoor plants, which, of course, as everyone knows, spoke about her extraordinary aesthetic sense. She told me that she is cooking vegetables from her terrace garden and added that all these trimming, putting manure, etc. need a lot of hard work. So many things I learned from her. Once when my daughter was leaving her house, she reminded her to get blessings from grandma, her mother, so thoughtful. My children never returned from her house without a small gift from America, which they treasure even now. They adorn my showcase. I had a very emotional meeting with her when I saw her with her mother in a hospital bed in Ramanpudur. There were 2 leather bags fully packed in the hospital room. She pointed at them and told me, "Arifla, all our possessions are in these 2 bags." She told these words without showing any expression on her face. I stood there helpless and speechless. I took my daughter-in-law to meet her once. She shared my son's memories with her, and she was very thankful that my son often went to her house. My very last meeting with her was in our college chapel on September 14th. Just 10 minutes before the beginning of the Holy Mass, I saw her sitting near the door and I ran to her. I asked her permission to hold both her hands and told her because of the pandemic, I was unable to visit her for the last 1.5 years. She inquired about my family and assured that she will pray for my family. While saying this, she was looking at the Holy Eucharist. I have never spoken to her over the phone. In fact, I don't have her mobile number even today. But I loved her and respected her a lot. phone contact was not necessary for our bonding relationship. This sharing is my small, humble contribution to Reverend Sister Mesmin's memory. Thank you.
இம்மண்ணினின்று மறைந்தாலும் பல ஆயிரம் பேர் மனங்களில் என்றும் வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கும் பாசத்திற்குரிய அருள் சகோதரி மெஸ்மின் அவர்களின் நீங்கா நினைவலைகளை பகிர்ந்து கொள்வதை நான் பெற்ற பெரும் பேராக கருதுகிறேன். உடலளவில் அவர்கள் இன்று நம்மிடையே இல்லை என்பதை ஏற்க மனம் மறுக்கின்றது. லைப்ரரியனாக அவர்கள் இருக்கையில் அமர்ந்து கொண்டு எப்போதும் ஆங்கில புத்தகத்தை வாசித்து நேசித்து அதனை குறிப்பெடுத்து கொண்டிருக்கும் அழகை பார்த்தாலே படிக்க ஆசை இல்லாதவர்களுக்கும் ஆசை தோன்றும். 3 ஆண்டுகள் கல்லூரியின் தேர்வு கட்டுப்பாட்டு ஆணையராக அருட்சகோதரி மெஸ்மின் அவர்கள் பணியாற்றிய பொழுது அவர்களுடன் பணியாற்றும் வாய்ப்பினை கடவுள் எங்களுக்கு அருளினார். பிளானிங், டைம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட், கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்ஸ் இன்னும் நிறைய நற்குணங்களை அவர்களிடமிருந்து கற்றுக்கொள்ளவும் அவர்களுடன் நெருங்கி பழகவும் எங்களுக்கு ஓர் வரமாக அமைந்தது. எந்த ஒரு முடிவையும் மிகவும் ஆலோசித்து நிதானமாகத்தான் எடுப்பார்கள். அனைவரும் நன்றாக இருக்க வேண்டும் என்ற உயரிய எண்ணம் கொண்டவர்கள். எல்லோருக்கும் மதிப்பளித்து பழகுபவர்கள். பாசத்துடன் கண்டிக்கும் குணம் கொண்டவர்கள். நன்றி என்ற சொல்லுக்கு இலக்கணமே அருட்சகோதரி மெஸ்மின் அவர்கள்தான். எந்த ஒரு செயலையும் திட்டமிட்டு நேர்த்தியாகவும் கலை நயத்துடனும் குறிப்பிட்ட நேரத்திற்கு முன்னதாகவே செய்து முடிக்கும் பண்பு அவர்களுக்கே உரியது. உங்கள் வழக்கை செய்வது இடக்கைக்கு தெரியாதிருக்கட்டும் என்ற விவிலிய வாக்கிற்கு இணங்க பிறருக்கு கொடுப்பதில் கடையேழு வள்ளல்களையும் அவர்கள் வென்றுவிட்டார்கள். அருள் சகோதரி மெஸ்மின் அவர்கள் இன்றும் என்றும் நம் மனங்களில் வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கும் ஓர் அதிசய பிறவி.
I just wanna be